Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Zoya's Affairs. So today I'll be sharing with you how I make my Nigerian jollof rice, which I'll be pairing with some fried fish and fried plantain. So to begin, I'll start by cutting the fish, cut the mackerel fish and wash it thoroughly. Then after that, I'll go in by slicing some onions. I will be slicing these in cubes. Then I'll go ahead and wash the rice. This is kind of a dirty rice, so I wash this rice for about 6 times. So after washing the rice, here are the list of the ingredients. I have garlic powder, I have ginger powder, chicken stock powder, curry powder, I have thyme, I have some seasoning cubes, I have bay leaf and butter, salt to taste, my tomato paste, vegetable oil, the pepper mix. In this pepper mix, it consists of tomatoes, scotch bonnet pepper, which is also known as atarodo, some chili pepper, some garlic, ginger, and onions, which I've blended together. I have some onions and the fish and the rice, of course. So in a clean pan, I add in some vegetable oil, let it heat up for a bit. Then I go in with the onions, stir the onions in real well. Then I go in with the tomato paste. I mix everything together, keep stirring on a medium to low heat so it does not burn. I'll fry the tomato paste for about 5 minutes. Then I'll keep stirring so it doesn't burn. After about 5 minutes, I go in with my pepper mix, the blended pepper. I mix everything well thoroughly, cover it and let it cook on medium to low heat for 20 minutes. Then I go back to the fish. I'll start by seasoning the fish. I'll season with some garlic powder, some ginger powder. I also had some chili flakes. Then I mix everything together to marinate the fish for about 20 minutes. After mixing the fish, I'll go ahead and wash the plantain. I wash it real well. Then I begin to slice the plantain. So I sliced the plantain in circle shapes. Then I added some salt. I did that off camera. Then I tossed it together. So in another pan, I added some vegetable oil, let it heat up. Then I add some onions and I start frying the fish. I place the fish in and I fry that on the medium to low heat. Once the fish is done, I take it out of the oil and place it in another plate, let it cool off. Then I'll go back and check on the pepper mix, which has been boiling for 20 minutes. In here I'm adding some salt. I had like 2 teaspoons of salt. I added some garlic powder, I added ginger powder, and I also added the chicken stock powder. I'm also adding curry powder. I added a teaspoon of thyme and I'm going to mix everything together. Then in here I'm adding the seasoning cubes. I added the seasoning cubes to it and I'm going to mix everything well thoroughly. Everything well, then I'll cover and let it cook for another 10 minutes. Then after that I went back to the oil. I started frying the plantain. Once the plantain is golden brown like so, I take it off. I went back to the pot of stew and our stew base is ready. As you can see, the oil has started to flow on top of the stew. That is how you know that your stew is ready. So I thought that this stew would be too much for my rice, so I'm taking some out of it, which I'm going to keep and I can use that for another thing. So in here I'm pouring in the rice, our washed rice. So I'll mix it, let every grain of the rice be mixed with the pepper so everything can combine together. After combining, I added the bay leaves and I'm adding like 2 cups of water. I mix the water and the rice together thoroughly, let it mix together. Then I'll cover and let it cook. After cooking for the first 10 minutes on low heat, I come back there, check it, mix it together thoroughly, let everything mix together. I added the remaining onions, I mix it together. Then I added like a teaspoon of butter, toss it in, let it combine together. Then I'll cover the rice with the foil paper. So I'm using a foil paper to cover this rice so that it can cook well. I cover it so that it can cook. After that, after like 10 minutes, I come back to check on the rice. Then I fluff it together, fluff everything together, let everything mix in well. And after mixing, I see that our rice is ready. As you can see, the rice, it is well cooked. Every grain, it's cooked. All that is remaining is to serve with love and enjoy. This is our food. Isn't this beautiful? Thank you all for watching. Bye.